Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I'm Laura and I read Tarot and Oracle. So I am here tonight to share with you a little reading for the upcoming week to see what energies are surrounding. And then I open us up for individual readings. So if you have a specific question you like answered, maybe you will be one of the chosen people to receive a reading tonight. And then at the end, I close us off with a pick a card. That way everyone receives a personal message. So as always, it is a pleasure to be here. I do apologize for not being able to do Tarot Tuesday last week, as I was experiencing some physical symptoms. I don't know what was going around, a cold, a flu, something, but I really had no voice, and that was not going to work for doing readings. So I did have to cancel, but I do appreciate those of you who sent messages and those of you who are here this evening. And this is Mayam with me here. This is my kitty, my Abyssinian. She has decided she's going to join us about 30 seconds before I went live. So here we are. And we have just had the holidays, so I hope everyone had a really happy new year. And for those of you who do celebrate the Christmas, I hope that you had a very Merry Christmas. So good evening to Bonnie Binsky, Lindsay, and Victor of Truth Wave. And yes, this is my kitty Mayam. She is my Abyssinian who decided she would like to join the readings. So she came crashing through right as I was about to hit go live, so I had to delay for just a moment. Good evening, Megan. So again, thank you all for being here. And I do have something new that has come up. Good evening, Karen Suki. So nice to see you. So I always have a dialogue with Spirit, my higher self, and my guides. And I ask for messages about, am I on the right track? What else should I be doing at this time? And just the other night, I had this really clear dream where I was being told that it is time to start building more of a community and teaching. And Spirit put it out there to me to do some Zoom calls and possibly a membership group, maybe Patreon or something along those lines. So what I was thinking of was maybe starting small, starting with possibly over Zoom, doing some type of maybe weekly circle or monthly circle, and we could have a theme. I was thinking maybe starting with psychic development, because I know a lot of people have asked me over the past year whether or not I teach. And at the time, I really wasn't doing any teaching, but I do get asked enough that I feel like Spirit has put it out there that it's time to teach and to reach people. And I was considering making it donation-based. That way you can just pay what you can, and any amount is fine. I did have somebody once donate $3.33 for a reading that I did, and I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. A donation doesn't have to be an amount that strains your budget. A donation can be just enough to, as Josh from Josh's Universe says, complete the circle. Because when we are giving or receiving, we want to give back or we want to receive as well. So completing that circle really keeps the energy flowing. Good evening, Angela. And hello, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I believe it's Samaya Severe W4B. Good evening. So yeah, I was thinking we could start there with either weekly or monthly circle. And I could do some teaching, we could do some gathering, some sharing, and we could start off being donation based. And then perhaps as things progress, I will consider how to go about doing a membership group, either through Patreon or some other platform. But that is what Spirit has given to me. I think it is exciting, a little bit scary at the same time. I haven't really put myself out there to teach, but I am more than willing to do it. And, you know, I've been reading tarot for a really long time. I do feel confident enough to teach some of those skills as well. I am a Reiki master. When I did the Reiki training, the teacher training was separate, so I have not completed that. So I'm considered a Reiki master. I do need to complete the teacher training before I could do any type of training to certify you. But I'm more than willing to teach some type of energy healing in the meantime, maybe share some of my techniques with you. So if this is something you are interested in, maybe you could just type something into the chat. Yes, I am doing free readings tonight. So if this is something you're interested in, of doing maybe a weekly or a monthly circle and learning some of your own skills and awareness and spiritual growth, then maybe you could type into the chat that this is something you're interested in. Also, you can send me an email, info@letspiritguide.com. And because I haven't worked out days of the week or time, but you could include that in your email. But if that's something anyone is interested in, Megan says she's interested. Wonderful, Megan. I would love to communicate with you and gather with you and see what we are able to share. Hello, F Kitty. Hello, Katie. Who else is here? I've seen a lot of people come popping in. Let me just look over here. It's easier for me to see it on my phone. Hello, Indigo Blackthorn. So nice to see you. Good evening, Joao. So I was talking about starting a group over Zoom where we can gather and I do some teaching, share some skills. I thought I would start with psychic development and we would make it donation based. So you could donate whatever it is you're able to donate. I was asking people in the chat if they are interested, and also you could send me an email to let me know your interest and also your availability. That would help me to figure out what days and times would work best for the group. So yeah, Spirit gave that to me, and that dream was very, very clear. It doesn't get any clearer than the way Spirit came through to me. So absolutely, Karen Suki, I would love to gather with you. Wonderful. And if anyone would like to join and you're not able to make a donation, just send me an email and we could work out some type of exchange, because I do believe that the energies work best when we are able to, as Josh says, complete the circle. So I'm always open to exchanges as well. So I'm going to get us started here with a group message. So let me just connect in. Hello, Witchy Trista. It's so nice to see you here. Okay. So Indigo Blackthorn says, I wouldn't mind learning how to protect my dreams. Dark beings and people I don't want are entering my dreams. Wow, that's definitely something to look into. Um, yes, yay, we didn't miss the group message. Yes, Millie, you are right on time. So we're going to get started here. And I'm going to connect in with the group energy and just get a general message for us for the week. So what would Spirit like us to know? I see this one here. Oh, I have two. Okay. Well, we're going to go with it. Morning Star. We had this one 2 weeks ago. Keep shining even when others have quit. So this is just confirmation that you are on the right track. You are meant to be seen. You're meant to be doing what you're doing. And even if it seems like those who inspired you or those who started the race, so to speak, with you, even if they're not in it anymore, you keep going, keep shining. And we also have discover, spot new opportunities. And I feel like that's really fitting for that message that I got from my spiritual team, saying to get out there and start teaching, build a community, have monthly circles. So if any of that feels aligned to you, it is time for you to keep shining. And as you're shining, discover new opportunities. Okay. And now let's get a theme for this group for the week. What is the theme? All right. What is the theme for this group for the week? Okay. Spirit's telling me, no, Spirit's saying go with this one right here. Okay. Sun, happiness and well-being. So it is time. It is your time to shine. It is your time to do what lights you up. Get out there, whether it be in person, over social media, just gathering with friends, gathering with family, whatever it is that lights you up, get out there and be seen. It is your time to shine. And this happiness and well-being, I also feel like there's a lot of us here, especially those of us who live in the Northern Hemisphere, and I do believe that's everyone who is gathering with us tonight. Good evening, Maria. So nice to see you here. I believe those of us who are gathering here tonight all live in the Northern Hemisphere, and that means that we're not seeing as much sunshine as usual. So it's dark earlier, and yes, the days are starting to get longer little by little, because we've just had the winter solstice. However, it does take time. I know we have a lot of cloudy days and a lot of snowy days, and what Spirit is saying is that the sunshine is still important to your overall well-being. So even if you cannot get outside in the sunlight, just try to absorb the light as much as you can. And even if it's artificial light, and I'm hearing vitamin D as well. So some of you may need a supplement. I am not a doctor. I am not telling you to take a supplement. I do not know your medical history. But those of you who have been considering taking a supplement, or perhaps your doctor has told you to take one, now is the time. That vitamin D is really important to boosting your mood and your energy level, your happiness. So the sun is really important. It's symbolic of your time to shine, and it is also literal for your physical and emotional well-being. Okay, and now let's get a message from our soul. What would our soul like us to know? Ah, Maria, you are in Norway. Wow. Wow, that must be so different from where I am. I am in New Hampshire. I have never been to Norway. I hear it's a beautiful country. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That's really exciting. Okay. Good evening, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. The sun is life force energy. Absolutely, Millie. Okay. So let's get a message from our soul. What would our soul like us to know at this time? Okay. Destiny life versus fated life. Okay. And this is what this card looks like. And for some reason, we have quite a glare here tonight. I don't know why I get this sometimes, this glare on my screen, because I don't change the lighting at all. It's the exact same lighting, the exact same position of the camera every week. But anyway, this is what this card looks like. So your fated life versus your destiny life. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is when we take certain actions in life and we know that if we do A and B, it's going to lead to C, that's just the way the trajectory works. That is our fate. It's fate. Maybe our intuition told us to take a certain action, and we might say fate brought us here. But then there's our destiny. Our destiny is part of our soul's lesson, our soul purpose. What did we come here needing to learn, needing to create? It's time to understand the difference between fate and destiny. And are you living a fated life? Meaning, if you keep on this trajectory, here's what's going to happen. Or are you stepping into your destiny? Your destiny is your soul and your higher self's plan. What is it that you are here for? What meaning is it that you are wanting to bring into your life? Because your destiny, I believe, it's my personal belief, is that you will reach your destiny no matter what. It may take more than one lifetime. It may take a lot of twists and turns in a specific lifetime. But if it's destined to happen, then it's going to happen no matter what actions you take. Your soul knows the way. So, where are you right now? Are you living a life of destiny, or are you living your fated life? Okay. And now let's see what blessings are coming in for us this week. Okay. What blessings are coming in for the group for this week? Okay, Spirit's telling me this is the one. Obstacles and challenges. So what I see is there are some changes taking place for this group this week. Something is changing in your life, or something needs to change. Good evening, Viviani. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So something is changing in your life, and there may be a point as you're moving along, taking action on specific goals that you have, or perhaps it's just something that you need to do. What I see here is you may reach a point where it seems like you're not able to continue. It seems like there's this roadblock, or no matter what you try, you just haven't had that breakthrough yet. But what Spirit is telling you is sometimes you need to look at the bigger picture. Sometimes you need to consider a perspective that you haven't had before. So maybe calling in your spiritual team, your guides, even calling in the assistance of somebody who is on a similar path to you, or maybe someone who has nothing to do with what you're going through, because this person maybe can be objective. But looking at things from a different perspective could help you to get over that hump, trying something that you haven't tried before. So if you reach a roadblock this week, know that all is not lost. It's not the universe telling you give up, you're on the wrong path. It is the universe telling you that you may need to make a certain correction in your plan or your action. And I really see that perspective is going to be a big one here. But you will be able to move forward, just not in the way that you were planning. So allow the universe to assist you this week. So let's see what will assist in getting over any obstacles. What would assist us in getting over any obstacles or challenges? What's going to assist in that? You know, Kitty, you never do this. Why are you up here on the table? Oh, thank you, Maria, for that compliment. Miss Laura is so wonderful. I just connect in with Source, and whatever message Spirit gives me is what I deliver. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what will assist in overcoming challenges and obstacles. The Ace of Swords. So again, new ideas, new perspective. I also see this as divine intervention, allowing Spirit to plant ideas into your head. Just like I explained happened with me when I was on in the beginning. I said, I asked Spirit, am I on the right path? What do I need to do? What is it I should be working on? And my team came to me in a dream and said, get out there and start some weekly or monthly circles and start teaching. And so ask Spirit, how can I overcome these challenges? What will assist me in having a breakthrough? And what I see here is any new ideas, any new thoughts, newness is going to be the key, new perspective. So allow that to come in, allow your guides to assist you. And I do see that, you know, through the clouds or the cloudy mind, you will achieve your breakthrough. And let's get one last message for the group. Let's see what angel would like to work with us. What angel would like to work with us this week? Maya, are you just going to sit right there this whole time? Huh? Maybe you could face the camera. People want to see you. Oh, no, she's going to turn her back to everyone. She's staring at my phone because it's easier for me to read the chat on my phone, which is over here. And as the chat moves, it seems like that's what she's staring at, but I don't know. I can't be certain. Okay, so let's see what angel would like to work with us this week. What angel? Okay, this message is from your guardian angel. Focus on your own dreams. Express gratitude. Then you will easily see all the signs we send to let you know we're here helping you. Wow, so focus on your dreams, express gratitude, and the affirmations. I trust that others' journeys are perfect for them as mine is for me. So this is a time to let others live and let live is what I'm getting from this. And the other affirmation, I find happiness on my own path. I find, oh, and yeah, we can't see it at all. I told you I have this glare this week that I'm really not sure why. But these are the affirmations. Okay. So there we go. Your guardian angels. All right. So that is what I have for the group. I am hoping that resonates with you. And now I will open us up for personal readings. And I will just flash my information here. If you would like to book a private reading or healing, you may do so here on my website. You can feel free to send me an email. Those of you who are interested in Development Circle, email me about it. That would be the best way for me to keep track of who may be coming. And I will get more information from you so we can come up with a schedule, what day and time may work best. Also, if you like what I do here and feel called to make a donation, they are not required to receive a reading tonight, but they are always appreciated. You may donate through either my Venmo or my PayPal. And those are the links. So I'm just going to hide this now. And if you would like a reading tonight, please type in the chat, I would like a reading, or something along those lines. So that way we will let Spirit decide who gets a reading tonight. Okay, so Indigo Blackthorn, I will write your name down. And Mayam, you're kind of in the way here now. She wants to see what I'm writing. Okay, so Indigo Blackthorn, let me write your name. Stop. We're not going to chew the pen. That's a big no. Okay. Who else would like a reading? Who else would like a reading? So far, I just have Indigo Blackthorn. Would anybody else like a reading tonight? Okay. Well, if that is all, then Indigo, you are first. So go ahead and type, okay, Bonnie, wonderful. I knew there was a little bit of a delay. I didn't realize it was that big a delay. Okay, Bonnie, I will add you. Millie, Lindsay, okay. I guess we did have quite a delay. I didn't realize that. Lindsay. Okay. Megan. Katie. Viviani. Okay. Whoops. Megan. Katie. Viviani. Okay. I did get Bonnie, yes. Okay. Maria, okay. Joelle. All right, so this is who I have so far. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So I have Bonnie, Joao, Maria, Viviani, Katie, Megan, Lindsay, Millie, and Indigo Blackthorn. Those are the names I have so far. Okay. So what I will do, I will pull the names from here. We'll let Spirit decide who gets readings tonight. I will do as many as I can before my energy starts to drop. And if you don't get picked, I am here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Or if you would like to book your own personal reading, you may do so on my website, which I included the link. It's in the pinned comment, and I did share it a few moments ago, but it's www.letspiritguide.com. Okay, so let's get started here. And whoopsie. Indigo Blackthorn, you are first. So if you could type your name, your question into the chat, that would be helpful. And perhaps you can come sit in my lap to make it easier for me, because you're really in the way. I know you're beautiful and everyone likes staring at you, but look, that's what it is a cup. She wants to know what's in it here. Oh, so Maya, you would like a reading as well? Okay, so Maya, I will add your name. And what I do is I just pull from this cup. So there's no guarantee that you will receive a reading. I do my best to get through as many as I can. Okay. All right. So I'm just waiting on Indigo Blackthorn to type their question into the chat. Okay. All right, Kitty, maybe you can come down here. Hey, she's a meanie. She doesn't like to be moved. So she just tried to bite my hand because she didn't like how I touched her. Kitty. Okay. So Indigo, are you here still? I don't see your question as of yet. Okay. I am planning a move. Is this decision in line with my spiritual path? Okay. All right. So Indigo Blackthorn, I'm just going to connect in with your energy. Yes, Bonnie, the kitty is very feisty. She is she's a queen and she knows it. Okay. So Indigo Blackthorn, I'm just connecting in with your energy. Okay, when I connect in with your energy, immediately I'm drawn to my third eye. I feel a lot of pressure in my third eye, and this is telling me that your third eye is active. You have very strong intuition. You may receive visions or images, and that is perhaps your primary way of receiving messages from your spiritual team. But I also feel some of this pressure in my head is that you're in your mind a lot, really working on figuring things out. And what Spirit is telling you is that the mind does serve us. There are times when we need to create a plan and be in the mind. But Spirit is also saying, trust your intuition, that sometimes you just need to free your mind, let your thinking mind go, and feel your way forward is what I'm picking up for you. Okay. All right, so let's get a card here. Is this move aligned with your spiritual path? What can Spirit tell us about this move? Okay, and right away, I see moving on here. So what Spirit is showing me is that there may have been some uncertainty. There may have even been some difficulty in making decisions, or perhaps life in general. But what I'm seeing here is that clarity is coming in for you, that there's relief, there's hope, there is there's light. Spirit showing me there is light at the end of the tunnel. Keep following your path, keep moving forward, follow the light. And what I see here, this is very interesting, because I feel like in this photo, what the person in the photo is holding is a compass, but Spirit's also showing me keys. So this move is like the keys. It's not just like the keys are physical. Spirit's showing me physical keys. You're being given the keys to a physical place, but Spirit's also showing me the compass. Like, follow your personal compass. Follow what feels aligned. Does this feel aligned to you? Because I think you already know the answer. It's just at this point looking for confirmation, which is perfectly normal. We all want to know that we are on the right path. But just know that if things have been a little bit uncertain or difficult, that there's relief, there's moving on, there's hope, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Keep moving forward. This is a good sign. And let's get another card for you. What action is Spirit suggesting you take to stay aligned? How can you best work with this energy? Okay, shadow. So what Spirit is saying here is face your fears. The only way out is through. So whatever it is that you need to leave behind or let go of, first you must face it, because we must face it, embrace it in order to release it. So if there's some uncertainty, there's some hesitation, I feel a little bit of it's more like self-doubt is what I'm feeling here. If there's some type of self-doubt that is going on here, do that shadow work. Face your fear. Ask your higher self, what is this trying to teach me? What am I meant to learn from this? But Spirit's saying again, keep moving forward. Don't allow fear to stop you. Don't allow doubt or hesitation to stop you. Just keep going is the best recommendation that Spirit has for you at this time. Keep moving forward. And sometimes in order to move forward, we must turn inward in order to face our fears. So if turning inward first and then taking action feels aligned to you, then that is the best advice Spirit has for you at this time. And let's get one last card for you. Let's get one last card. Yeah, because I'm seeing here, when you bring something into the light, it's no longer, it can no longer control you. It can no longer create that uncertainty or that fear. So just bring it into the light, even if it feels unpleasant. Allow yourself to experience it, because as we always say, there's no spiritual bypassing. It's not love and light all the time. If we want to ascend, if we want to grow spiritually and personally, we must face those darker parts of ourselves, those parts that we don't want to expose to the world. We still needs to face them. Okay, and let's get one last card here. All right. So I see victory and success for you. So, and we have 2 6s here, and 6 is about stopping and reflecting, but it's also Venus ruled. It's love. It's balance as well. 6 is a very balancing energy. So I see victory and success. I see the clouds and uncertainty being behind you, and I see you being successful. So we have 2 6s and the number 9, because 18 reduces to 9. So again, very powerful numbers. Leave behind what no longer serves you and continue to move forward. So if I had to say yes or no, this feels like an aligned move for you, and your spiritual team is encouraging you. So Indigo Blackthorn, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, and Indigo Blackthorn says, blessed be, thank you, this helped a lot. I am so happy to hear that. Okay, let's see who will be next for a reading. Get out my, okay, we have Viviani. You are next. Viviani, so if you could type your question into the chat. Let's have Viviani, please. Okay. Yes, Millie, I thought that was some very exciting energy. Message for the next 2 months. Okay, Viviani, wonderful. Let's just connect in with your energy. Okay, so Viviani, as soon as I connected in with your energy, I heard a move. And I'm not sure if this is a physical move that you're considering, or if this is a move within business, career, passion, something you're considering doing. But I'm hearing move. So this could be move forward as well, or it could be a literal move. We will see what the cards say here. But I see growth and movement in your future, in your present as well. And I'm seeing the horse running, and the horse running again is about personal freedom. And the horse is also symbolic of movement, moving forward. So, and I believe we just entered, or we are entering, the year of the horse. Is it February 1st? I believe is the Chinese New Year, and that's when we leave the year of the dragon and enter the year of the horse. Okay. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. I just read Indigo Blackthorn's comment. I think connecting with more practitioners is truly part of my growth. I am glad the universe brought me here, and Trista. Well, that's wonderful, Indigo. I'm so glad that you were led here this evening. Okay, so Viviani, let's continue with Viviani. Let's see, what would Spirit like you to know? We're looking at the next 2 months. Spirit saying, go with this, with the universe. So I see that you've completed something, or you are completing something. And I feel like this has to do with some training, some schooling, perhaps something that propels you forward in your business, in your passion, in your purpose. So some type of completion, some success. If you haven't completed already, I believe you're nearing the end of this. It could be even planning. It could be planning as well. But I feel like this really had to do with some type of training, something you were learning to move you forward. And I see celebration for you. I see this learning. I feel again like it was a course. It was, yes, some type of learning that you were doing. The purpose was to move you forward. The purpose was for expansion and growth. So I see reason for you to celebrate. I also am seeing that there could be some travel in here as well. So if you're planning to take a trip, I feel like this is meeting up with people who are like-minded, people who share the same goals or the same high vibration. I'm feeling like this is some high vibrational energy. So there could be some travel within the next 2 months or a gathering. But Spirit is saying, continue to look out for those new opportunities. Continue to look for that growth, those opportunities to shine, the opportunities to expand. Because what Spirit is telling me is that, Viviani, you did not come here to play small. You came here to be seen. Sometimes you may have this you have this soft spoken presence and aura. However, when you step into your personal power, although you don't take up a lot of physical space, you're not loud, you're not the one who is, look at me, I must be seen. Although you have a very, how do I put it? It's like you have an elegant presence about you, and you still appear larger than life, is what Spirit is saying. You appear larger than life to those observing you, because your presence is so calming and it is so controlled and it is elegant. So don't let the fact that you are more on the soft-spoken side convince you that you are not large, that you are not expansive, because you are. You don't need to say much. You don't need to grab the limelight or the spotlight. It finds you. So you came here to affect many people. You came here to grow spiritually, personally, and on a larger scale than you may realize. So hopefully that's making sense to you, Viviani. So let's get another card for you. Okay. So the third eye chakra. So your vision. So now we have the numbers 3 and 6, because the universe is 21 and that reduces to 3. The third eye chakra is our 6th chakra. So Viviani, what Spirit is saying is to pay attention to your visions, pay attention to your intuition, those dreams. I feel like it could come to you in dreams as well. It's almost like, in order for you to receive the insight that you are looking for, you must do the opposite of what you would normally do. So do something creative, do something physical, rather than sitting in quiet meditation. And I'm not saying don't sit in meditation. I'm saying that's not when you're going to have those really big aha moments. Yours are going to come through during those moments of creativity. Perhaps you may be speaking to others when the words just come through that make sense, that apply to you. Perhaps you're doing something. I feel like you like to arrange things physically. Maybe your physical space is your sanctuary. I'm seeing like an altar. So perhaps arranging things on your altar is going to activate that third eye, that intuition. So your insights are going to come to you through creative energy, is what Spirit is showing me. So get creative, continue to ask your guides to show you the way, and be open to receiving. And let's get one last card for you here. One last card for Viviani. We have new beginnings. So Viviani, you are about to step out into a new role. And I feel like this could be something that you are adding to your already existing community, your already existing business. but I'm seeing like there's this addition that really propels you forward. It gives you that new spark, that joy, that even further alignment. So you be open to anything new. I'm hearing say yes. So your word for the next 2 months is yes. Say yes to life. Say yes. And I'm not saying, say yes to the detriment of your physical and emotional well-being. I'm saying yes to new things, new ideas, new experiences. Be open. So Viviani, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates with you. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. So let's see. Who will be next? Okay, we have Bonnie. So Bonnie, if you could type your question into the chat. And Viviani says, wonderful reading, Laura. Thank you. Viviani, you are so welcome. Okay, so Bonnie, you are next. If you could type your question into the chat. We have Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie says, what is coming up for 2026? Okay. So Bonnie, let me just connect in with your energy here. So Bonnie, when I connect in with your energy, I'm feeling like you're looking to get out of the day-to-day routine. You're looking for something new. Maybe you feel, I'm feeling like out with the old, in with the new is what I'm hearing. So you're ready to just release the year that was, release 2025. You're ready for that new, that spark, and looking for that that joy is what I'm feeling. Looking to add more joy to your life. Spontaneity, the word spontaneity just came in. So perhaps Spirit's encouraging you to be more spontaneous this year. Okay, so let's get a card for Bonnie. What do we see for Bonnie? Okay, accelerated motion. So I see things picking up for you. I'm seeing more opportunity to connect with others, more opportunity to do what brings you joy, to do what you feel passionate about. This is, I almost feel like, yeah, there could be some responsibility as well, because I'm feeling like this balancing energy. So balance between responsibility and fun. So between work and play, finding balance between what needs to be done and what you would like to do. But opportunity for gathering with others. I really feel like communication is going to be strong for you. Communicating with others. Communicating, Spirit's also showing me, communicate with the universe on what it is you would like to bring into your life. Allow the universe to assist you. But know that once things are set in motion, it's the speed at which things come to you is going to increase. So it may start off, I feel like things are going to start off very quickly. But just know that you are still in control. Even though there's a lot to do and a lot that you want to get done, know that the universe is with you. This is good energy. You want this movement. This is what your soul is telling you, because your soul is saying, I would like to be seen. I would like to share. I would like to express myself creatively. So whatever that means to you, I'm seeing like the stars here. Focus on your goals and dreams, and communicate with the universe how you would like to feel, where you would like this path to lead you, because that will assist you in working with the energy. And let's get another card for you here. Let's get another card for Bonnie. Spirit saying this one here. Okay, so Bonnie, you may need to face what feels uncomfortable. This is shadow. But what is it? Because I'm feeling like something's holding you back from truly being your authentic self. You're on the path. You're on the path. But there's something that, although you've worked through, I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work here. I feel like you've worked through a lot of emotion. You've worked through a lot, but there's still something that you're holding on to, that Spirit's saying, don't bring that energy with you anymore. That maybe you need to face it one more time to let it go. And this, I'm feeling like for you as well, that this is about self-doubt. Because I'm not feeling a hurt energy. I'm just feeling, and I'm hearing it's not too late. It's not too late. It's so, I don't know, I almost feel like this is about reinventing yourself in some way. And Spirit saying it's never too late. But face what is in the dark. Face it so it's in the light. You are good enough is what I'm hearing. You are enough. Your words are your medicine, is what Spirit is saying to me. That the communication, I feel like people come to you for advice. People come to you like you're wise, you're an elder. And perhaps you're not seeing yourself the way your higher self sees you, but your higher self knows that you are enough exactly the way you are. So you may be facing a fear, but know that this is the end of that cycle. You can, once you face it, you can put this fear to rest once and for all. So hopefully that's resonating with you. And I just saw a flash of the color green. So very healing. I see healing for you. Okay, and let's get one last card for Bonnie. Got to get off my butt, get the wheels turning. Okay, so perhaps asking yourself why you're procrastinating. What is the underlying thing? What is it that is causing this procrastination? And let's get one last card for you, Bonnie. Okay, so I see hope. This is like the star card in the traditional tarot. So hope. So your dreams coming true. I see light, hope, relief. I see you being held also. It's like your spiritual team is holding you, and what they're saying is hold your dreams close to you. Your dreams are coming true. That relief that you're looking for, that sense of, I feel like also it's a sense of belonging, a sense of purpose, a sense of authenticity. Hold that vision because your spiritual team is holding you as well. And I see you, I also see you activating your light body even more. So I see you becoming more of your authentic self. So whatever seeds you're planting, Spirit is encouraging you to nurture those seeds. Growth will happen when you nurture. So opportunities are here for you. I see opportunity for growth, opportunity for movement. Once you face your shadow, I feel like this sense of relief is what comes to you. So if your shadow is procrastination, if your shadow is getting up and getting going, there is relief. So Bonnie, I'm hoping that resonates with you. That is what I have. And I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, so next we have Megan. So Megan, if you could type your question into the chat. Megan, what is your question? Okay. Current life seems to be resonating less. Looking for a new place to live, evolving my work, any insights to what's going on and what I need to do. Be okay. Wonderful. Well, that's wonderful that you had it queued up. And Bonnie says, thank you, Laura. That was beautiful. Yes, resonates. Wonderful, Bonnie. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, Megan, so let's get a look here. What is going on? What is going on? Why are we not feeling aligned? Okay, Megan. Just going to connect in with your energy here. Let me just... When I connect in with your energy, I'm drawn to my throat chakra. I'm feeling like you're feeling inauthentic, like you're not expressing who you really are to the world. I feel like you've been going through the motions, doing what needs to be done, but not really feeling that connection to your higher self or to source. Source is saying, raise your vibration. Raising your vibration. It could be as simple as gratitude, saying gratitude. Even if it's, I'm so happy the sun came up this morning, or I am so grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful that I have food on my table. Whatever it is for you. And I also feel like Spirit's showing me like dancing, movement, flowing, perhaps moving, because my hands want to move in like this, almost like this swaying pattern. So I don't know if you practice any type of energy arts like Tai Chi or Qigong. But I'm feeling like flow, that perhaps moving your body is what Spirit's drawing my attention to. Dance, Tai Chi, Qigong, Reiki, something creative, something where you can feel the flow of energy, even if you just sway back and forth. But I'm feeling like what Spirit's drawing my attention to is that there's some stale or stagnant energy within you that needs to be released. Okay, so hopefully that's making sense to you. Let's get a card for you here, Megan. Okay. Spirit's telling me go with this one. Okay. All right, material harvest. So I do see that all the hard work that you've put in will pay off for you. I do see that there will be some physical changes or material changes, some changes in your physical reality. That the energy is slow moving, but Spirit's showing me count your blessings. Look at all you have accomplished up to this point. What still feels, what makes you feel grateful is what Spirit is saying here. And I do see the sun shining on you. I see your needs being met. Because I'm seeing food. I'm seeing the sun. The sun is our life force. Our purpose is energy. I'm seeing coins here. Coins would be our money, our financial stability. So Spirit is showing me that there's something to do with perspective here. Feel like I'm not connected to my spirit as much as I could be. Doing energy healing on the animals, animal communication. Okay. So again, it's like, are you going through the motions? And so you're physically doing those things, but your heart's not in it, is what I'm hearing you say. And yes, because what I see is that the sun is shining on you, and that's the life force. But when I look at this image, the person is facing away from the sun. So perhaps shifting your perspective a little, looking at things from a new lens, turning towards, rather than just finding a way to connect to spirit, turn towards what feels joyful, what feels fun in this moment. What is your why? Why did you start this process of, you said that you're doing energy healing on the animals and animal communication. Maybe going back to your why. What drew you to that in the first place? Because again, I see your physical needs being met, that you are being taken care of, but I don't see the emotional connection. I don't see you facing the sun, and facing the sun would be how you feel that joy. So perhaps just a little bit of a shift, that dance, that movement, that creative energy, the flow, getting into the flow, feeling energy, taking your time to really, rather than trying to work on something, rather than having a specific goal in mind, like I'm going to do energy healing for this animal, you can say, I'm going to sit and feel energy. And then just wave your hands back and forth and feel the energy moving between your hands. Feel how your hands feel as they move, as they flow. And as you're doing this, just feel grateful, feel spirit, feel alive in that moment. And that may shift this connection, because I feel like you're doing the right things physically, but now we're working on bringing the heart into it. So let's get another card for you. Let's get another card. Okay, Spirit saying go with this one. Okay, so new beginnings. So try something new. Do something you don't normally do. I'm hearing music here. So perhaps there's some music that really is uplifting to you. I'm also seeing, I don't know if it's a coffee shop, if it's tea, but I'm seeing a shop, visiting a shop, because I'm seeing a bunch of herbs that to me appear like loose leaf tea. So perhaps you're a tea ceremony, perhaps getting some teas and doing a tea ceremony, because you can really feel the energy. Or sipping the tea. When you sip the tea, experience the tea, the taste, the temperature, how it makes you feel. And maybe it's not tea specifically, but I'm seeing a shop. Maybe there are certain, it could be a spiritual shop, because I'm feeling like Spirit is saying, have a ritual. Create your own ritual, something new. Create a ritual for yourself that signals that you are bringing in new energy. For me, I think I shared this before, that in the morning when I stir my tea, if I put honey in it, or I do like to have some decaf coffee. I can't do caffeine anymore, but if I have the decaf coffee, I'll put a little bit of cream in it, and I stir and I chant. I stir clockwise, because clockwise is to bring new energy in. And I chant that I have the strength to face my day, no matter what the universe throws my way. No matter what this day is to become, I will create a great outcome. So Spirit is really drawing my attention to you creating a ritual to signal that you're bringing in new energy. So if there's a spiritual shop near you, because I'm seeing it's either herbs or loose leaf teas, but something that you can create a ritual with. And it doesn't need to be expensive, and it doesn't need to be elaborate. Yes, teas for healing. I sing at open mics at a coffee shop with loose leaf teas. No way. Wow. Okay. So Spirit showing, that is new energy. That is uplifting energy. That is to bring some newness there. Bring something new into that space, because new beginnings, I feel like that space could connect you and move you through to that new energy, those new opportunities. Because new is coming in for you. This is the year of new. Okay. Wow, very interesting. Okay, so let's get another card for you. Let's get another card for you. Okay. Okay. So I feel things falling away for you. It says conflict and defeat. So what I see here is that this is about the mindset. Right now, the heart and the mind are in alignment with each other, but they're not in alignment with source, with your higher purpose, with your joy. So perhaps these thoughts, perhaps this perception of how things appear in your life is what's creating this feeling. And what Spirit is showing me is to shift, feel like everything is beautiful. If you were living your dream life, how would that feel? Feel that feeling and then find activities that align with that feeling. Do the things that make you feel the way you would feel if in your dream life. Because I see things falling away for you, but first you must create that shift. That there could be some difficulties, there could be some obstacles, but it doesn't mean that it ends there. That if you acknowledge them and you ask how you can change that energy or what it is you are meant to learn from this, that will help you to create that more authentic, aligned version of you. That there may be things you still need to let go, but Spirit is saying, allow things to go. Allow your perception of how you envisioned things would be and how they actually are. Allow that all to go and allow yourself to feel like you are living that dream life. So I'm hoping that makes sense to you. I'm hoping that resonates with you. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, so let's see who will be next. I believe I have for one more this evening. Okay, we have Maria. So Maria, if you could type your question into the chat. Maria. Okay, so Megan says 100% resonates, a little scary of the changes. Thank you, Laura. Great read. Yes, change can be scary. The real practice is to not allow the fear to stop us. Just move through it, move with the energy. Okay. So Maria, if you could type your question into the chat. It is Maria, and you will be the last reading of the evening, and then we will do our pick a card so everyone receives their personal message. Okay, we will give Maria just a moment. You know what I'll do? I will flash my personal information. If you would like to book your own private reading or healing, you may do so right on my website. And here is the link. It is www.letspiritguide.com. When you scroll about halfway down, I think it says top services, and then it says more about services. If you click on more about services, that leads you to my booking page. Also in the top right corner, there's a button that says menu. If you click menu, that will open up a box that says book online. So you can do it directly there. If you'd like to email me, info@letspiritguide.com. And if you would like to make a donation, if you're interested in in having development circles with me over Zoom, do send me an email. That way I have your contact information when I'm ready to start those groups. Okay, so Maria has not typed into the chat, so I'm not sure if Maria is still here. Let me just get rid of this. And okay. Whoops, I've got a bunch of them in my hand. Okay, Lindsay, we will take you. So Lindsay, if you could type your question into the chat. Maybe Maria had to go, and that's okay, that happens. So Lindsay, if you could type your question into the chat, you will close us out this evening. Oops, and here comes the kitty again. She just came flying into the room. Okay. Yay, Lindsay. Absolutely. So, Lindsay, you were led here for a reason. That's wonderful. Lindsay said, I would love to read about family and healing and moving forward. Okay, wonderful, Lindsay. So, Lindsay, I'm just going to connect in with your energy here. Okay, Lindsay, I'm drawn to my heart chakra here. And what Spirit's telling me is that you've done a lot of heart healing. There have been some wounds, and they have been deep wounds. And Spirit's acknowledging that, and your higher self is acknowledging that. And again, Spirit would like you to know, and I believe you already know this, that everything you've experienced is because this is what your soul signed up for. That you are able to handle this. I feel like you're an old soul as well, Lindsay. Know that you've lived many lifetimes, and if you were a new soul or a young soul, you would not have been equipped to handle what you have handled in this lifetime. So Spirit's saying it's because you're an old soul, and we save our most challenging lives for the end, because we have to gain experience and wisdom in order to get through them. And Spirit's acknowledging that things haven't been easy for you, but you're doing the work. You've done a lot of work. And your soul has grown because of it. And Spirit also wants you to know that just because you've done this healing work and then some feelings come up and you're like, oh, I thought I healed this. I thought I dealt with this already. It doesn't mean that you aren't healed. Because if you notice, when these feelings do come up again, you get through them much quicker than you did when you began the healing process. So if something triggers you, you're not going backwards. It's just the universe's way of showing you that, look, the way you're handling it this time is different from how you handled it at the beginning of your journey. So, Lindsay, I'm hoping that's making sense to you. Okay, so let's get a card for Lindsay. Oh, and I have some dropping right into my lap. So we're going to go with all of them. We have emotional loss, stand your ground, and base chakra. And these are what these cards look like. We have emotional loss, stand your ground, and base chakra. Those are the 3 that fell out for you, Lindsay. So here's what I'm seeing here. This emotional loss is exactly what I was talking about before I even pulled the cards. That there have been some soul wounds. There have been some deep wounds from this lifetime. Things have happened in your life that may not have been easy, that may have scarred you, but you're working through them. You are not the same Lindy that you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Because you're gaining wisdom, you're gaining experience, you are gaining authenticity is what I feel here. And like I said in the very beginning, it doesn't mean that it's never going to hurt, because the hurt will surface. It just means that now you will react differently and you will move through it quicker than you used to. So I'm seeing that there's also layers and layers. So maybe I'm getting the sense that you feel you should be healed, that you've done all this work, these things shouldn't bother you anymore, or how much more healing do you have to do? What Spirit is showing me is that there are many layers, because it wasn't just one hurt. It was hurt and then hurt and then hurt. What I'm seeing here is like a sense of betrayal. Those close to you let you down. Those close to you who should have stood up for you, who should have protected you, or who maybe didn't need to agree with you, but at least should have given you a shoulder to cry on, didn't. They turned. And I see solitude here. And I know that that is not an easy place to be. But again, it was part of your soul's plan. So, Lindsay, part of your path and part of your purpose is about healing, because you are an old soul. And the older our soul, the closer we are to no longer incarnating here on earth, the closer we are to learning all of our lessons. So sometimes in our later lives, our whole purpose is to heal everything from this lifetime and all the other lifetimes that we did not yet heal, because we're closing out the cycle. So, Lindsay, I'm hoping that makes sense to you. And now here we are with the stand your ground. Lindsay, you have done the work. You are continuing to do the work, and you will continue. But don't allow others to take away your joy. Don't allow others to convince you what you know is not true. Because I feel like there are people around you who have wanted to tell you how you feel, how you should feel, how you should react, who wanted to tell you their perception of what is right and wrong. And that's not you. Your perception is valid. Your feelings are valid. Don't allow others to take your power. You don't have to have an argument with them, but you also don't have to allow them to treat you the way that they did before you began the healing process, because you are no longer that Lindsay. Sometimes silence is the best answer. Sometimes silence is the most healing. You don't have to allow others into your life just because you have healed. just because you have forgiven. Forgiven does not mean forgetting, because again, forgiveness was for you. So continue to be strong. Don't allow others to tell you how to think, how to feel, and how to act. And let's get one last card. The last card for you was base chakra. Lindsay, you are creating a stable foundation for yourself. You may be starting at the bottom. You may be putting this life back together piece by piece. But focus on your root chakra. Focus on what you can do physically to rebuild, because I'm seeing this rebuilding of your life. And it may not be the life that you had before the healing, before the hurt, but it's the life that's aligned with your soul. So take grounded action every day. What baby step can you take to rebuild your physical reality, to rebuild a stronger foundation for yourself? Because it's never too late. You're never too old. And you are enough. You are deserving. So I see more stability coming in for you. I see you feeling more grounded, because what I see is you've been through this cycle and you've done the spiritual work, you've done the healing. And I don't want to say neglected, that's not really the word. You haven't really got to the point where you've seen your physical reality change. But this is that time. This is a new beginning for you. And you have to build it from the foundation up. But as long as you stand your ground, as long as you don't allow the energy vampires to drain you, you will be successful. So Lindsay, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates, and I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, so that is all we have time for this evening with personal readings, but I would like to do a pick a card. That way everyone receives a personal message. So if you would like to participate, what you're going to do is choose the number 1, 2, or 3, and we will get a personal message for you. Oh, Lindsay. Lindsay says, thank you so much, Laura. I'm crying so much. Oh, Lindsay. Well, I hope they're tears of joy. I hope it is confirmation for you. Okay, so let's get a card. Let's see if you chose 1. Whoops, I have 2 cards here. If you chose 2, that'll be a bonus. And if you chose 3. Okay, so I chose, when I pulled out 1, 2 cards came out, and Spirit told me the second card is because it's a message for everyone. So this is for everyone. 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. And your affirmation is, I am a leader. So this is for everyone, everyone. The number 28, I am a leader. Everyone who's here is meant to lead in some way. Okay, so if you chose number 1, your number is 22. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. And your affirmation is, I am aligned. If you chose number 2, your number is 20. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. And your affirmation, I am harmonious. If you chose number 3, your number is 66. Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. And your affirmation, I am positive. Okay, and I like that. Indigo Blackthorn says, wow, the universe is telling me with no doubt I am aligned. That is wonderful, Indigo. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you once again that at the beginning of this live stream, I spoke about starting some development circles. We can do some psychic development, and we will see where that leads. Those will be done over Zoom, and I will let it be donation based. So any donation you make, no matter how small, is fine. If you are unable to make a donation and would like to join these circles, then send me an email and we can work out some sort of an exchange. If you are interested in these development circles, and eventually it will become a membership group, but I'm not there yet. So right now we'll start with psychic development. Perhaps that will lead into me teaching some tarot. We will see maybe some energy healing. We'll see where it goes. If you're interested, please do email me info@letspiritguide.com. That way I have your contact information. Tell me what days and times work for you, because that will help me to decide when would be the best time to do these circles. If you would like to book a private reading or healing, you may do so on my website. I've left the link here, www.letspiritguide.com. If you like what I did here this evening and you feel called to make a donation, they are not required, but they are always appreciated. You may do so through either my Venmo or my PayPal, and I have left the links here. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly enjoy our time together. If you would kindly hit that thumbs up button if you liked this live stream. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I am here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you didn't receive a reading this week, perhaps your name will be called to receive one next week. When this becomes a video, or when I end, if you could refresh and then leave a comment, that really does help the algorithm. I would like to reach as many people as Spirit would like me to reach. And if you know someone who may resonate with these messages, please do share this video. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay whole, and as always, let Spirit guide.